Hey people, welcome back. So we've been talking about the qualities and the characteristics and the attributes that we need to develop from now if we're going to make 2023 and beyond our best life ever, right? We've talked about clarity and its different components. We've talked about competence. Now here's the next one, which I think is really key, and that is focus. Focus, another word that we can use to replace focus, right? Or to interchange focus would be concentration, your ability to concentrate. Now, this isn't new. I don't think this is your first time of hearing the word focus or concentration, but it's really what it's about that is the important thing, and how you can apply it. Because for a lot of us, for too many of us, we're actually not focused, not because we are not because we don't want to be, right? But we haven't quite learned the skill, because focus, it really is a skill, and like any skill, it must be something you must develop, and it takes time, it takes a process to develop a skill to a level of high degree, right? So focus is a skill, and for many of us is a problem, right? For someone like me, for instance, possibly because I'm a very imaginative person, right? I can have like 50 different thoughts running through my head at a particular point in time. And while that may be good, right? That has its pros, because it allows you to express yourself creatively. You can look at a certain picture, or you can have different things that you can apply to a problem, different solutions that you can bring up at will to a problem. That's good. But when you are getting direction, or when you're trying to achieve the right directioning towards accomplishing a goal or an objective, you need to be focused. And what focus does, or what it implies, is that you have a task, right? You have a goal, you have something that you're doing. You need to devote your attention to it 100, right? 100. And that is difficult to do if, like me, you tend to be distracted. So for instance, maybe I might be trying to read, and I'm reading, and then some thought just pops into my head. Oh, how about, for the next program I do this, or for my next speaking engagement I do this, and then I've lost focus, from what I'm supposed to be reading. So I need to consciously um bring my attention back, from all those things I was thinking about, and focus on the page. It's not easy to do, like I said, and especially if you have so many things that tend to worry you, so many things that you tend to be anxious about. Maybe you have financial issues, you have health issues. It's difficult to concentrate on a single task, but really it's something that we must learn how to do, because the most successful people in the world have this ability down pat. They are focused. They can focus on a particular thing. Nothing else matters to them at that point except the thing that they're focused on, right? And when you um when you put 100% of your focus on something, your ability to imbibe whatever it is, or your ability to uh if it's a problem, for instance, your ability to bring your mental energy to bear to solve that problem, it's much higher than if you were thinking five or six different thoughts, at the same time concurrently. So focusing on a task, when we talked about directioning, I spoke about, breaking down the vision or the goal into achievable steps, or into daily steps that you're going to be doing on a daily basis. Now, here comes day one, and you know that, okay, for instance, using the analogy that we were talking about before, saving or investing money, right? Okay, I need to be able to save $100 today. Now that means that if I'm earning income from A, B, C, and D, I need to be able to get $25 from these four sources, right? So I need to focus on A. Can I get enough money from A, such that I'm able to get the $25 from there? So you need to focus on A for the period that A is within your purview. Now, if you're looking at A, but you're now thinking about B, your ability to focus on A would be hampered, right? So it's just like it's something that we need to bring to bear into every aspect of our lives if we're going to achieve a very high level, right? If we're going to be great achievers always have the ability to focus, to bring their focus, to bring their mental energy 100% on the task at hand. It means that they're looking at one task and they are focused on that thing and they will not leave it until it's done, right? Or until they feel that they have given enough attention to it, right? Not just jumping from A to B. We talk about multitasking, right? But really, what is multitasking? The popular definition is that, okay, at the same time, and to do them well, it means that you must devote a good deal of your attention to the task. Now, can you possibly divide your attention, to three or four things simultaneously? One of them or two of them or three of them or even all four is going to suffer, right? So multitasking, is something that I think we need to be a bit wary of. I would much rather that than we put 100% of our mental energy on a single task until the task is done. That way, we do the task, it's great, and we're able to move on, right? Without constantly thinking about, okay, did I do it well, or might have to, go back and do it again, and all of that, and then it drags you back, right? But when you focus, you're able to put in all of yourself into the thing at that moment for as long as you need to, and then it gives you a much better result. So focusing, concentration is really a skill that I would really encourage all of us to deploy, because it's really going to be very beneficial. All right, so I'll be coming your way very soon with another tidbit. Stay tuned.